Hi, and welcome to Carolina Varsity's 2013 Week 6 of the South MEC 8 Conference. I'm Dale Ross.
I'm the pet man, Matt Morrow.
And lastly, Matt, we're going to take a look at Philippa Berry at 1-3 playing Charlotte Catholic 2-2. And of course, last season Charlotte Catholic beat Berry 48-14. Last week, Berry won. I guess for them a big game, beat West Charlotte 33-14. Win being a big game because they got their first win of the season. So it's always good to come off of a win, and of course you come off of a win and you're going to face Charlotte Catholic. So there you go, Philippa Berry. I think for Philippa Berry to have a chance to win the ball game, they've got to attack that weakness that we know of Catholic, and that's their playmakers in space. So you talked a little bit earlier about how Berry had success against Kannapolis with a big receiver, and so these are things that Catholic has trouble with. So obviously, I think Berry's got to find ways to get the ball into playmakers' hands in open space. Just give them a little bit of room, and then, of course, to make space. Defensively, what do you say about Catholic? You got to stop Hood. I mean, that's it. You got to stop Hood. Catholic has had some injured ball players. I don't know what the status is. I think they lost 3 offensive linemen earlier in the season after the Gonzaga game. I did see one of them on the sideline, and he ain't coming back anytime soon. I talked to him, he's had a broke foot. But I didn't ask about the other kids, so I would expect with the bye week maybe they might have some players coming back, but I really don't think that matters. I think Berry's going to have to find ways to contain Hood. Now, on that flip side, if Berry should find ways, which I think is going to be very difficult, I think Catholic, this is one of these games that, we talk about Catholic and they're a one-man show. They've got to start developing somebody else. So if I'm Catholic, I'm going to start finding ways to score other than Hood. I got to find me a man another kid that's going to step up and be my guy, because I'm going to need him later. So I think if I'm Catholic, that's what I do. And then defensively, just play sound. I think get a lot of pressure up front. Watch the playmakers. The best way to keep the playmakers, of course, is to keep the ball out of their hands. If Berry tries to get it to them through the air, then of course you need to get pressure up front. If they are trying to do it off the edge, sweeps, whatever, then of course Catholic needs to contain, and they do that fairly well.
I think for Berry, Cat's going to be looking for you to throw the ball. They know, that's your strength. That's what you've been doing well the past 2 weeks. You've got to have some stuff in that can defeat both cover 4 and off-man coverage, in my opinion. It's going to be hard to run the ball because Catholic, still has a pretty decent defensive line. They have some guys going both ways. Joe Herney, I know, is one of them who's playing offensive line, and he'll play some defensive tackle. Against spread teams, they like to, delay blitz some. So you may have to tell your quarterback to look for a check down if you see that, because that means you might have your back open in the flat. But I think Berry's got to find a way to run the ball from the spread look. And I don't know the strength of their offensive line, and whether they can pull and trap or something like that, or maybe a quick dive, or maybe even running with the quarterback in the option type of look, or zone read type stuff. But you can throw the ball against them. They're gonna be ready for it. So you got to have some stuff out of those formations that you can run, maybe even screens also. You got to be able to hit Catholic underneath as well as down the field to keep them off balance, because otherwise they're going to sit back in the